a result like that and the way things have been going, are you doing things differently, or were there sort of any meetings or anything going on this week to prepare differently for the Dallas game?
First of all, good afternoon. Definitely we're not living right now a good moment. Even though I've expressed in the past in some games that I saw some positive things from the team, I think at this moment it's a moment in which we're going through a difficult time for many different reasons. Meaning, because I think at the moment in this past game we didn't represent our fans and our club the way we want to, and me as a leader, of the person in charge of the team, I always will assume full responsibility on the team, always. There's no doubt that I believe in this team. There's no doubt that I believe in the club. There's no doubt that I know for sure that we're going to come out of this moment, this week, because I know what the guys are capable of. So there's not a doubt on that. But sometimes teams, go on a very high moments, sometimes go in these difficult moments. The important thing is that the more together that we are as a group, as fans, as everything, I think the stronger we're going to come out of, this a little bit difficult moment that we're going right now.
Given the results in the forum early, is the club looking to make any sort of roster moves at this point? Obviously, you guys had talked about potentially still getting a DP, but does that still look possible before May 7th, or are there other moves you're looking at?
Yeah, you kind of asked me that question before, so definitely we look to always improve. We look to make sure that we always are a better team. There's no doubt that we are looking to become stronger. Nevertheless, we have a roster of players in which I believe, and definitely I believe that we can do very well. I mean, we did it before, and I think the guys are capable of bouncing back again from this difficult time that we're going through, because it's not only the fact that our 12 games, it's just I think our performance last game, is not the one that we want. But as I said, as a leader of the team, I have fully confidence on the guys, making sure that they come back stronger than before.
What's the sort of vibe and mood been in the last few days of training?
In training has been fantastic. It's been very, very good. The guys are working very well, but of course there's a weird feeling of we want to get better results. We want to do some things better, and that is a little bit uncomfortable from our part, because we know that we can give more. We know that we can be better, and all of us are working harder to make sure that we can come out of this. Because I think it starts from knowing that we are in a difficult moment. But the practices, the guys, everyone is working hard this week.
Maybe you don't want to, I guess that I'm going to assume that you just want to focus on each game, but do you have a sense of a point total that you need to get out of this 12 games to be in a good position?
Yeah, I think we definitely have an idea where we want to be, but right now that idea goes secondary, goes to a second place, because the most important thing right now is to concentrate game by game and try to get that full performance that we're looking for. Hopefully it's going to come in this game. Every game has been tough, because also I think not only going on the road, but also having to play with teams that are opening their first game, or teams that are coming from some situations. I think it's been a little bit difficult, or more difficult for the guys, but now we have to think game by game and prepare the best possible way.
And then I did just want to ask, we saw Lucas Mono post an Instagram post immediately after the game, sort of eating popcorn, watching the game. Do you think that was just poor timing, or are you worried that there's any sort of discontent that speaks to?
Yeah, no, first of all, I didn't know that he liked popcorn, to be honest with you. I just found out after somebody told me that was something that he was doing during the time. For me, I always going to try to make sure that the guys that step on the field, the guys that are giving their all for the team, for the organization. And there's some moments that we will make some selections and decisions. Maybe it's a different time. In my time, we never texted or do anything during matches. We concentrated. Maybe we were a little bit upset about our coaches, and then tried to prove them wrong. But as I said, I really didn't know that he liked popcorn. So,
Coach, if you had to identify what the most important single issue to address this week would be, what would you pick out?
I think is recognizing where we are, is being realistic that our performance, especially last game, wasn't the one that make us proud. We can analyze and go back to the Galaxy, which was a very good match, but then we don't respond equally to the following match. So I think it's finding exactly where we are, being realistic among ourselves, and putting the work. It's about the work. It's the effort and making sure that we give all through the entire match. And that's my responsibility as a coach, to make sure that the guys are able to do that. So once we address that, which has been addressed, then comes the other things, the tactics. Tactics sometimes become secondary, but they're also very important. So I think this week has been productive, and as I said, practice today and yesterday was very good.